guys, got another one to show you. This is a build for my buddy Kipton. Don't know that I know everything about the watch, so it might not sound right when I explain it, so I'll just explain exactly what I did. So we've got a Nordic style, or I'm sure there's a specific name for it, dial. We did it in brass and then distressed it, and then to make sure that that it was legible, we went back and sanded it to clean up everything that was raised. This is in a distressed case. We did it in an antique bronze and antique brass cerakote, and then went back and scuffed it. So we've got some hard scuffing in here around the corners, around the sides, also in the buckle. So super distressed clasp. We custom engraved the crown. Will I show it there? There we go. Not sure why this thing doesn't like to focus, but when I need to show something, it definitely makes. Really? You want to focus on something? So custom engraved for him. So we did in between the lugs on both sides. So they're kind of tucked up in there once you get that strap on there. But and maybe it'll show the crown. There we go. There's the crown. So we kept the bezel, the 24-hour bezel. This is a 24-hour movement in here, so it is going to be slightly tough for you. Obviously, you can see it's 20 o'clock, so it's 8 o'clock, and then this would just operate the same, but you're just going to have to know kind of where that is, which is, what, not quite 10 minutes, not quite 5 minutes, so, what, 7? Actual vintage brass hands in this one. These came from some watches from like the 80s, probably even late 70s. So these are brass with black painted centers. It's a custom painted seconds hand that's painted in antique brass. It is just a solid seconds hand. No circle at the end of it, like a lot of my builds have. So we've got the 24-hour bezel on there. Lastly, we've got a very large window exhibition caseback, stainless steel movement holder back in there, gilded rotor, and then this is cerakoted as well. He wanted this all scuffed down so that there was no writing on it, so we had to scuff all that off all the way around and then cerakote it. So very cool. Italian leather strap. So this is super soft. You should like this quite a bit. A little bit of branding on there, and then I always do stitches out, but you can spin it if you do not want your stitch on there. I always kind of just like the breakup of color. But that is your build, sir. So your bezel is unidirectional. You can turn it left, you can turn it right. It does not, it's tapered down, so it'll be tough to kind of move it unless you catch it on something or catch your finger on the side, because it doesn't quite come all the way out. But you can turn it left, you can turn it right. They're held on with a tension ring. This is an automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder to keep the time. But if you are not going to be very active, like if you're driving or going to a desk kind of situation, you'll want to pre-wind it before you put it on, just to make sure that you keep time. And that is backing the threads, the crown off the threads until you hear it clicking. At that point you can wind, and a wind is a turn away from you. Backwards doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier and a lot quicker to just wind it like this. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it something closer to 15-20 seconds, you will max out your 31-hour plus power reserve. You cannot overwind it. And then to set it, you'll pull your crown out. You'll notice you've got a wobble crown. It's going to deflect lateral pressure against the stem from going into the movement. So I keep it pulled a little bit to keep tension on there. You'll notice you got a 24-hour movement, right? So 9 o'clock to you would be what? 19 o'clock. So you're going to have to, oh, I'm sorry, that would be 19. Be 18 o'clock, so 6 o'clock at night. So you're going to have to either know your military times or use the little helper out on the outside. So obviously 20 would be 8 o'clock p.m. Anything over here is going to be a.m. up to 12 o'clock. Anything after this is going to be p.m. And then this one's going to act the same as usual. So, you know, that's going to be 15 regardless, 30, 45. But your hour hand, it is going to be pointing, you know, right here you've got to point at 21, so 9 o'clock. Okay, Google, what time is it?
8:13 p.m.
8:13 p.m., which is going to be about there, right? Wobble crown makes it also nice and easy to push right back over and thread down. And that is your build, sir. I hope you like it, man. This was took a long time coming, but that is the build as a whole. It's going to come with matching beads, up to you whether you wear them or not, but they will be in the box. Will come in one of my special edition boxes. Also will come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center. Non-toxic, non-residue, non-streaking. Will come with some leather conditioner. If this strap ever is not as soft as it should be, just apply a little bit, let it soak in, and then remove any excess after it kind of sets up. A little bit will go a long way, so use it sparingly. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is an acrylic glass, and you can scratch it, but if you do, put a tiny bit of this on there, buff against that scratch, filling that scratch, generate some heat with your thumb behind your microfiber, and you will knock that scratch out in about 15 seconds. Only use what you need. You're just filling a scratch, so anything excess is going to get soaked into the rag, get pushed around, and possibly under the bezel where you have to blow it out with canned air. So just use what you need on that. You will see what I mean. It will feel like pledge on wood, so it'll be very, 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 very slick. So just get it where it needs to go and kind of buff that area, and it will fill, and then just kind of polish it off, and it will be back to normal. So that's your build, man. I hope you love it. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.